We are implementing Binance Academy courses into different universities around the country. And now I mentioned that we are scaling this initiative around the globe. And so this is Aidana. Aidana is a leader of Blockchain Center. Could you please briefly introduce yourself?
Sure. Can I just hold this?
Yes, sure.
All right. So my name is Aidana Kaskerbek, and I am head of Blockchain Center here in Astana Hub. So
Let's show it.
we can show it, but the office is empty today. It's Friday, so sorry. So the main purpose of this blockchain center is to build a human capital in the industry, to make sure that blockchain adoption goes smoothly by adding effective technological solutions and implementing a great regulatory frameworks. So, and the main tool to do that is to embed blockchain education into the universities, because universities are the place where innovation happens, research happens. So we embedded blockchain education in 22 universities around the country, so making Kazakhstan the first country that made it countrywide. And now we're expanding to 53 countries around the world, 234 universities. And in this program, we teach university educators. And now over 1,000 university educators will be learning blockchain compliance and blockchain engineering in around the globe.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right.
See
Have
you.
a nice
See
day.
you. These guys are from one of EdTech program. So this is Ali B. Ali B. Hi. Could you please briefly describe
Introduce myself?
Yeah, introduce
Yes.
yourself.
Hello, my name is Ali B. I'm founder of Allcargo. We are a digital training center for data professionals, especially data scientists, machine learning engineers, data analysts, and Python engineers. So our aim is to train a lot of Kazakh guys for demanding skills in machine learning, data science, and to employ them to leading companies over here and abroad. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So let's go ahead. So, here we settled a VC lounge, special private place for VCs. And here you could see some unicorns office. This is in Drive, company which operates in 700 different cities. It's a ride-sharing service, ride-sharing platform. So one of the biggest, fastest growing startup globally. Here we have opened small office of the Ministry of Defense. So this is a defense, we call it Defense Tech Center. So they are communicating, interacting with startups which could be useful in defense. Very soon we're going to open Apple Training Center over here. I think it's close now. Now we're heading to Alem School. This school was opened in a partnership with Nicolas Sadirak. Nicolas is the guy who has created École 42, famous school in Paris. So it's a very innovative school in terms of methodology of education. So they don't have any teachers or lectures. Everything is based on peer-to-peer principle. So, for example, in a normal university, you need 50 square meters of physical infrastructure per student. Here you need only 5. Yes. So this is how it looks like. Salim Jikter. So as you can see, it's like looks like internet cafe. You could come here 24/7 and start learning. And so, as I mentioned, we don't have any teachers here. So you just need to help yourself within the education progress, or you could ask for help any of other students. So they help each other. It's called peer-to-peer principle, peer-to-peer method. And of course, you go online to the platform to watch different tasks, different educational content. Извиняюсь, можете граф показать?
Да.
So, for example, граф есть? Вот, so, for example, this is the graph. Житер, вот, смотрите, вот показываю. So, this is the graph. You start your education from here. It looks like a subway scheme. And you could start to learn Golang, Rust, or JavaScript. And you could reach, for example, artificial intelligence, video games. So you need to progress by yourself and with help of other students. So that's how it works. So for today, it's the most innovative, most modern, and the fastest way to become a software engineer. And here, average age of the students, 25 years old, and most of them with different backgrounds. For example, some of them are former lawyers, military guys, doctors, teachers, and etc.
And I guess as well you can also to follow your own timeline.
Yes, it's you have flexible schedule, so you could come anytime by yourself, 24/7, even in the night. Rahmet. So there is a, like, let's go around. So here we have like PlayStation zone for chill. This place is dedicated to help each other to like learn some tasks. So we have following logic. When you're getting graduate from this school, you have two scenarios, whether you could become a startup entrepreneur or whether you could start your IT career. In both ways, we provide support. So in both ways, we provide different measures of support. So this is the welcome zone. So the first floor is dedicated to community. So it's open for events, for some projects. So here we have co-working space for different startups. So here we have different startups, R&D centers. I don't remember all the projects. So this is the TikTok zone. It was built and provided as a gift for us by TikTok company. So we have different collaborations with TikTok. For example, we have trained startups how to use TikTok as a marketing tool. And as I mentioned, last year, CEO of TikTok visited us. We met him. He met our president as well. And so it's like a small gift from TikTok company.
Еще раз можно, да? Давайте еще раз. Я считаю до 3. Раз, два, три. Никто не хочет посмотреть.
So this is event hall we host many events over here. Of course, the first mission of this place is to pitch investors, pitch your startups. But for today, it's a very popular place to host different events. And please, this way. So the floor number 2 is dedicated to startups. It's fully occupied by startups, and we have only co-working spaces over here. For example, here we host acceleration programs. Silkway Accelerator, which I mentioned, we have launched in partnership with Google for Startups.
Can you share with me some data about how big is the center and how many already you have residents?
We have 22,000 square meters altogether in Astana, and 1,400 tech companies as our residents. But only 100 companies physically located here. The rest is all over the country because we work based on the exterritorial principle. So you could work with us remotely.
You also told me today that you are not concentrating everything in the capital, in Astana.
Yes,
so you
yes.
are also spraying around the...
Yeah, we are covering the whole country, even not only the country, the whole region. But here we have like the center, like the capital. The core of our ecosystem is this space.
Can you tell a bit more about your expansion to the Silicon Valley?
Yeah, last year we have set up a partnership with Draper University. So every year we bring 30 startups to Silicon Valley, to Draper University in San Mateo. They provide accommodation, they provide acceleration program, community, networking, and then we have set up Silk Road Hub. So this is our own representative hub in Silicon Valley, close to Stanford University. So this is the place to centralize Central Asian tech community in Silicon Valley.
You told me today that not only companies from Kazakhstan is presented here. So you
Sure.
are just trying to centralize the other neighborhood countries.
Yes, since the beginning we're as international hub. So we are trying to internationalize our community. So within the 1,400 companies, more than 400 has founded by the foreign citizens. Now I'm going to show you Game Dev Center. This is small game dev center. So these guys here are helping startups to build mobile games. So this is Lev. He's the leader of game dev community. Hi. And Lev is the founder. Lev is the founder of IT school. These guys are teaching youth how to start your game, how to start your media, 3D or VR project. Ну, можешь кратко о себе рассказать?
На русском можно?
Можешь на
Да.
русском? Да.
Спасибо. Всем привет, меня зовут Лев. Здесь у нас геймдев-центр. Геймдев-центр представляет из себя площадку, которая позволяет обучаться как с нуля, так и для тех, кто продолжает свой путь в геймдев. У нас есть классрум, у нас есть лаборатория, в которой игровые компании, команды, которые мы воспитываем, могут спокойно прийти и заниматься разработкой игр. Также у нас планируется саунд-дизайн для того, чтобы игры были намного интересней. И множество ивентов, которые доступны для всех любых желающих, кто хочет познакомиться с геймдев.
Ну, титры наложите.
Спасибо.
Good luck. Учите английский, ребята. And here, yes, here we're going to build podcast room. That's okay. It's under construction now.
Let's talk about the advantages. Beside the taxes, there should be another advantages for to be in the Astana Hub. Can you tell me a bit more about this?
So, if we're not talking about the taxes and infrastructure, number one priority is the community, because you know that tech industry is based on human capital. So, let's get in. Here we are forming huge community. We are hosting many events, as I mentioned, and this is a very important part of our job, because here you might find a venture investor, you might find co-founder, you might find employee. Then I have to mention acceleration programs. It is also a very important part of our job, because within the acceleration programs, you could find your product market fit, you could find your unit economy, you could work with trainers, with coaches, and then we provide you an opportunity to go abroad, to come to Silicon Valley, and now we're working on to set up a new representative hub in Middle East. So very soon, I hope we will announce a new program dedicated to Middle East, and then at the next stage, we're going to set up a similar program for the Southeast Asia.
I also want to ask your opinion about something what is in my vision is very, very brilliant. If I compare Kazakhstan with all neighborhood countries, or even with ex-Soviet Union countries, the level how Kazakhstan is digital is very, very high. Everyone is surprised how quick you can get a bank card, how quick you can do all your papers, even from the notary online.
Yes,
It's almost no one is holding the passport or the ID. Everything is in the phone. In your opinion, what happened that Kazakhstan gets so ahead, and what was the real motivation for to create it on so high level?
Yeah, I think it's joint work and joint efforts of the government of Republic of Kazakhstan and of the entrepreneurs and the markets as well. For example, myself, I'm coming from private market. I'm former startup entrepreneur, and when I was doing my startup, I have realized that we do not have enough ecosystem for startups. Then I have proposed the idea to the government. Government was very open. Then they have supported my proposal, and since then I'm as a part of the government, with the government support, I'm building this hub. This is the one part of the job. The next one is, I think it's work of the Ministry of Digital Development, because they have developed a very high level of e-government platform. You know that 99% of government services are digitized, so are available online, and our population already, our people already got used to go online to get some government services instead of going to some specific places.
You as a CEO of the Astana Hub and as all other CEOs of the IT parks, you have the targets, what you have to reach year after year. You have long running plans, but targets are only the digits, but there should be also the plan how to get these targets. What is your plan for the coming years?
I think the next big goal for us is to found venture fund by Astana Hub. We're going to call it Astana Hub Ventures because we need to bring more venture capital to our residents and to support early stage startups. Because for today, for mature companies, it is realistic to raise funds, but for early stage startups, it's really tough. So we are going to support at this stage talents. And as I mentioned, we're going to provide support in terms of global expansion. So we're going to provide opportunities. For example, we are bringing a bunch of startups to Web Summit in Qatar, Doha, very soon. Then we're going to bring them to Saudi Arabia, Riyadh LEAP conference. And many other events are going to happen. So in general, it will be a huge ecosystem for many scenarios to every startup and every talent.
Today you told me about your digital learning program school. It's really amazing. But one thing what I want to point the focus of attention that people are learning from each other, peer to peer.
Yes.
From whom you are learning?
Yes, it's a good question. Since very beginning, we're trying to learn world best practices in many different countries. For example, I have learned Israeli case, I have learned a Singaporean case, Malaysian, Belarus case, Russian and Ukraine cases. Also, I have learned Uzbekistani experience and many others. So, of course, and Silicon Valley as well. So we are trying to bring all these best ideas and implement it here within the frame of our resources. And so this is how it works today.
I want to ask you several more questions, and the reason is that I believe that behind every successful organization is the CEO as a human being. In your tasks are building the bridges between the people, building the community. So I want people just to know a bit more about you as about the person. Can you tell us more about your background?
Yeah, as I mentioned, I'm a former startup entrepreneur. I have founded several startups, and in 2015, almost 10 years ago, 9 years ago, I have founded Naimi KZ. It's a digital marketplace for household services. So we have raised $1 million of investments in 2015. And since then, I'm struggling in tech entrepreneurship, but just in 1 or 2 years, I have visited Silicon Valley, and I got this inspiration that we need to build an ecosystem for tech entrepreneurs in order to provide them more opportunities to build digital products, to build innovations here in Kazakhstan, not somewhere else. And since then, I'm building Astana Hub with the big support of our government.
Then another 5 questions to open you more for our viewers as for the person. How you rest, where you get your power, how you recover yourself.
I think the biggest source of my recovery is my family. So every day I go home, I see my family, I see my children. I have 3 children, so I think it's the biggest source of my energy.
What is the last picture in your phone?
Last picture, let me check. I think it's a photo of a demo day. Today we have so we're trying to work based on agile methodology. So we work based on sprints, and by the end of every sprint we host demo day. So every office present themselves what they have been done in last sprint. And so I did a picture of export revenue and analytics of the export for the last year.
Question number 3. What you would do if you do something else?
I will build my own startup.
All right. In Astana Hub,
Yes.
I guess.
Yes.
Question number 4, quickly. If you can change something in your past, if you can change something in your past,
I think I will start my startup earlier.
and another personal question: what is your favorite meal?
Favorite meal? Plov.
All right, good. Right. Thank you very much, you, for this tour that you find for us the time. It's very unique that you find for us time in your busy agenda. I can wish you all the best, but I know that only through the hard work and through the building the communication, you will reach all your targets. Best of luck.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.